We're just going to do a brief discover Arbonne. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about my story. We love to do recognition and recognize everybody. We always have a product training, as well as a couple of things that you can implement into your business right away. So thank you guys so much for coming. We do this meeting every first Thursday of the month. My name is Danielle Taylor. I'm an independent consultant and national vice president with Arbonne. My Arbonne journey actually started 7 years ago. I know when I say it out loud, I'm like, oh, that takes a long time. Because something that I first heard when I was introduced to Arbonne is, where will you be in 5 years if you keep doing what you're currently doing? And I will tell you that for the past 5 years, I have been blessed enough to be a VP with Arbonne, which I'm so excited about. I was able to retire myself at the age of 26 years old. I was in corporate, realized very quickly 9 to 5 was not my lifestyle that I liked, and so I went back into the service industry where I was waiting tables 5 nights a week. I built my business alongside waiting tables, and within 2 years, I became a regional vice president, and then at like the 5.5-year mark, I became a national vice president with Arbonne. So the possibilities are endless, and that's just something that I love. Now I own my time. I get to plan my work around my life versus the other way around. I get to enjoy the freedom and flexibility of traveling, donating my time and money to the country of Guatemala, and really just loving life every single day of the week, because I know so many people that have the Sunday scaries or think it's like Monday all over, right? So I am grateful enough and blessed that Arbonne came into my life. But first, if you guys were at Dallas Factory, you heard that I said no for 6 months. So if you're here as a guest and you were like, no, I would never do one of those things, I promise you I was the same way until I got educated at how smart this business model truly is. So that's kind of what I'm going to share with you guys about tonight. So briefly about Arbonne, we were founded in 1980. We actually are going to be a 40-year-old company in January, which is huge. I always say Arbonne's older than me, which is so fun. And we have been doing all of the things since we started. So we've been vegan, we've been gluten-free, we've been cruelty-free, we haven't been testing on animals, right? All of the things that everybody is starting to do right now, or they're coming out with. Arbonne has been this way for 40 years. So for me, I love that we have that very rich backbone, and we're not going anywhere, which is the other awesome thing. So Arbonne does business in multiple countries. I always say Wi-Fi and a dream. I love my mobile global business, right? So of course we do business here in the United States. Then we're also in the UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Poland. So if you know someone in any of those countries, you can talk to them about either using our incredible products or starting their own click and reorder business, which is so great. And something else that I always really like to share is just over the last 2 years alone, we have combined sales of over $1 billion, which is incredible. And I know that Arbonne is on trend to hopefully be a billion-dollar company very, very soon within the year, which is really exciting. All of our numbers for growth have just been up, 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 and up. And I love how more than 20% every single month. I love how transparent Arbonne is. And it's not just with product sales either, you guys. It's people coming into our business because they see the potential and just really the, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is right now. They just see like the, this is on a silver platter, and you have the opportunity to build something that could help you leave a legacy for so many generations to come. And that is what gets me excited about Arbonne every single day. So what is Arbonne? People say social marketing, network marketing. It's that bad thing that my cousin, uncle, sister said, right? But really, you guys, it's smart, because all we simply do is cut out all of the middlemen. If you were to go through traditional retail, it would go from like a wholesaler to a warehouser to an advertiser to a retailer to a manufacturer, and then finally gets to you, the end consumer. So every time you go to Nordstrom, you have to pay all those people, right? And the price of the product gets marked up, up, and up. Arbonne, we simply cut out all those middle people. That's how we're able to deliver very premium products, but also at an economical price. I love that all of the money that those people in between would be getting goes into research and development and the independent consultants' pockets, right? Which is so nice. So for me, it's like we're our own brand ambassadors, and we're out there sharing the word of Arbonne. Which is easy. So it goes directly from the manufacturer, being Arbonne. It's linked to the independent consultant. Everything is done online via your computer. So there's no like room in my house that has full of product and I have to go around and cart it around and deliver, because I certainly would not do Arbonne. And really, how do you have a global business that way, right? And then it goes directly to the consumer. So 9 times out of 10, also the end consumer is the independent consultant, because if Nordstrom told you for $49 you could shop for a whole year for 35 to 50% off, would you do it? Yes, right? Everybody would, right? So why is Arbonne any different? It's not. We have the same, well, we have better products, but we have all of the things that you need. I just can't provide you with clothing. However, you could go on the boutique. So that's all I got for you. Something that I also love about Arbonne, which I was mentioning earlier, is the Arbonne difference. So why choose Arbonne over going to a Nordstrom or a Sephora or an Ulta or Target or wherever you're currently going right now to get all of your personal care products? And by that, I mean your shampoo, your conditioner, your body wash, your body lotion, all of your facial products. I mean, if you go throughout the day and you see how many things you're actually using, it's probably upwards of 30 to 40 products before you even leave the door, which is nuts. At least I do, because I use all of Arbonne's products. But why not shop smarter? You can save money, right? Use healthier products and create wealth for your family. I mean, it just kind of makes sense when I heard about this. So all botanically based, which means everything's derived from plants and herbs, right? So fruits and vegetables, they nourish your body. Well, guess what? Herbs and botanicals, that's exactly what's going to nourish your skin. pH correct. This is also something that's important. Actually, it's pH neutral is what I just learned this word the other day because this is the topic. And all of Arbonne's products are actually pH neutral. So all of our products are going to naturally balance out your skin, which is great. So if you're oily skin, if you have dry skin, people are always like, oh, what do I use? Like, what line is for my oily skin? Guess what? We have one thing, depending upon, obviously, if they want anti-aging or acne or whatever it may be, brightening. But their skin is going to naturally be balanced out just by using our products. We never test on animals, you guys, cruelty-free. This is huge. I'm always like, what is the same effect testing on an animal going to have on me, right? Like, that's disgusting. And especially when somebody's all like animal advocates and all this stuff. And I'm like, but you still use products that test on animals or have dead animals in them. So tell me how that works, because it doesn't in my eyes. Vegan certified, this is huge. People always, when I say, oh, I own a vegan health and wellness company, they're like, oh, so you don't eat meat? I'm like, no, I just don't like to slap dead animals on my skin. And they look at me like, what? And I'm like, yes, exactly. Google the word rendering plant, rendering factory. You're going to have a totally different viewpoint about what is actually in personal care products. It's huge. Basically, dead animals, full grocery meat, restaurant grease, they're taken to this plant. It's all boiled, and the top layer is a thick lipid layer called tallow, and it's sold to cosmetic companies because it's a very cheap emollient. Blech, gross. I was like, oh my gosh, when I first heard that, even though I was reluctant, I was like, okay, at least I know I want a lip gloss, okay, after I heard that. Also, I love that we have our nothing to hide ingredient policy. We also formulate without gluten, which is awesome. No mineral oil, this is huge. Over in Europe, they ban about 1,300 ingredients. Arbonne goes well beyond that. We ban over 2,000 ingredients, which is huge. And here in the United States, you guys, they ban less than 15, which is crazy, okay? It's very much so. The FDA, to me, is a money-making industry. And people are getting smarter. They're reading labels, they're becoming more health conscious, and that's exactly why Arbonne is just so smart and a fit for every single person. I always say, you know, I get it, being an entrepreneur isn't for everybody, but I promise you these products are for everybody, because everybody should care about what they're putting in and on their body, because if you don't pay for it now, you're definitely gonna pay the doctor later, and I'm sure many of you have heard that before. We screen out chemicals, dyes, and fragrances, all artificial flavors, colors, sweeteners, and ingredients that contain GMOs, which is huge. I kind of mentioned to you guys all the products, literally something for everyone. Funny, we say basket to the casket, whatever, but hair, I'm like, if you have hair or if you have skin and you eat, you could use our products. Hair is optional, truly. Something for everyone, your baby, your husband, your significant other, whomever, stuff for you. Everybody's using these products. I promise you, I will never run out of my Arbonne shampoo. I may run out of my almond milk though, because to me that's a necessity. And so we have literally something for everyone. Over 350 products. I love right now. We have some brand new products that have come out, our holiday line specifically, which is awesome. So this just gives us another reason to reach back out to people who are already Arbonne users, because we can help them with their holiday gifting, and even people who aren't already using Arbonne's products, because a lot of the products that are in there are evergreen ones that you can get all the time. They're just in fancier packaging, which is something that is super cute, so you don't even have to do any packaging. So why Arbonne? Why did I decide to say yes? Why did multiple people decide to say yes to this company? 4 key factors that you always want to look for when you're deciding on starting a network marketing profession. The first thing is consumable products. So I shared with you guys all the products that we basically have. You use them, you run out of them, you reorder them, right? Why? How many bracelets or how many purses or how many leggings or whatever not knocking anybody, but how many of those things could you possibly have, right? So with this, it's very easy. I have so many repeat customers who order their products every 30, 60, 90 days because of the consumability factor. So not only do I get paid when they reorder, but I'm also being paid because I'm introducing new people to Arbonne's products and the business opportunity every single month. So it's smart, right? That's how my income is growing, because I have existing customers who are using and loving the products, plus I'm sharing with new people. We also have a less than 1% return rate. I've been out to Irvine, to the Arbonne home office before, you guys. It's literally like the size of this desk. People don't return the products. I will be honest with you, in my 7 years, I've never had somebody return something. One time I was wrong on a foundation color. That's it. The second thing is the marketplace demand for health and wellness, which I shared with you guys about. Everybody wants to look good and feel good from the inside out. Truly, this is an industry boom. It's not going anywhere. And I do want to share with you that the health and wellness, or global wellness, is a $3.7 trillion business. God bless you. So I know you guys all know what the NFL is, so we like to put it into perspective, because the NFL is 14 billion. So you heard me say global wellness, 3.7 trillion, NFL 14 billion. Everybody knows what the NFL is. A lot of people are becoming smarter with global wellness. It's just smart, and we have the best of both worlds. And the thing is, you guys, Arbonne was named, I think it was 2017, the #1 company for healthy living inside and out, which is huge. So not only do we have something to help your skin, to help your gut, to help all the things we have. I'm always like, ooh, when I started Arbonne, I did not look this good, but now I do, because of these incredible products. The third reason why I said yes to Arbonne is the ability to leverage my time. So I told you guys I was waiting tables about 5 nights a week. How am I building an Arbonne business while I'm working there, right? The reason is because I worked with about 3 to 5 key people per week, and we all duplicated about a 10 to 15 hour work week. So even though I wasn't physically hosting that Discover Arbonne or doing that wellness presentation or whatever, what have you, because I've taught and trained multiple people to do what I did, I was still getting a thank you check from Arbonne because I've helped them. So that's awesome. Typical corporate, I always like to use my sister as an example. She was a physician's assistant. She had 0 leverage. The doctor that ran that practice had leverage over her. He would go golfing on Wednesdays. Who was seeing the patients? Jessica. So he had leverage over her. And in Arbonne, you can leverage your time whenever you want, which is awesome. So simply you just work with key people, you duplicate, like I said, for me, it's about 15 to 20 hours. You fit it in where you can. Yes, you actually have to work. It's not just sign up and get rich. But the nice part is the more people you help, the more money that you're gonna make. And that's why I say our #1 income earner in Arbonne, she's helped 12 people promote to the top level of this company. And that's why she has the biggest paycheck. Not because she's been in Arbonne the longest, which she hasn't, but it's because she's helped the most people, which is really awesome. And then the last key thing for me is timing and trends in this being an internet-based business. I told you guys we do business in multiple other countries. How could you ever build a business there, right? If you don't physically go there, you can because of the internet. I love to utilize Zoom. We do a lot of Facebook Lives. Obviously, social media is huge, and you can reach out to people in that retrospect. You don't have to use social media. People are like, I don't have a Facebook page. I'm like, that's fine. Then you have a phone that has phone numbers and a phone book, right? So just call people. It doesn't matter. But again, it just gives you the ability to, one, you get to work from home, which means no overhead costs, really. I mean, you can write off half part of things at your house because you're working your business from home, which is awesome. Super freedom and flexibility. And again, technology makes it easy. Originally for me, I built my business at the vice president level while I was living in New Jersey. I have a team out in California a lot, all over the place, really, you guys. And so when I moved here to Texas, it's like, how am I gonna ever be connected to these people now that I'm going away? The internet, it makes it so nice, and seeing people's faces makes it just really more personable. So another reason why I said yes to Arbonne is because I learned about the income potential. I could not wait enough tables or work enough hours a week to make the kind of money that you can make as a national vice president in Arbonne. So there's 4 levels of leadership in the company. The first level is the district manager. If you are in the room and you're a district manager, will you just raise your hand or? Woo! Awesome. Cool. So those ladies on average are making anywhere from about $250 to $1,000 per month, which is awesome. I'm going to go in the middle with about $500. Again, that's working part-time. It can be around your current profession. And usually people are getting there in about 30 to 90 days on our team. It's, again, all at your own pace. What you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So what would you do with an extra $500 a month? putting you on the spot.
I can do. I don't know.
I mean, that could be anything, right? It could be a car payment, that could be towards bills, that could be towards paying off debt, that could be towards student loans, that could be guilt-free shopping, that could be extra date nights, that could be buying organic groceries for some people. Like, I've literally had district managers say to me, wow, because of this amazing paycheck I got this week, I can go to the grocery store and buy organic groceries, which to me, I was like, oh, like it's so much more than what you think of what it is. And we get paid weekly too, which is really nice. So it's not like we do get paid once a month, our commissions and overrides and bonuses and things, or bonuses and overrides, but our commissions we get paid weekly. So if you were to say, like, God forbid, like your car broke down and you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay for this right now? I don't get paid from Arbonne until, you know, XYZ date. Well, guess what? You have the ability to make money every single week, which is also something that's very, very nice. The second level is an area manager. So if you're an area manager, will you raise your hand? Ooh. So I always like to say these ladies are smelling the Mercedes-Benz leather, hence we're in here, because they are one step away from earning that cash bonus. So at the area manager level, you are typically making about, let's say, $1,200 to almost upwards of $3,500 a month. That is a lot of money. And the really cool part is your business becomes global. So God forbid something were to ever happen to you, your family would still collect a paycheck every single month. So when I heard that, I joined I was 24. I was like, I don't care. I'm not married. I don't have kids. Like, whatever. Okay. Booty tooty. But now I'm like, wow, this is like incredible because you're starting something to leave a legacy where you don't even think about that in the beginning, but truly the lives that you're going to impact. And the craziest part is that your income even has the potential to grow because people are still going to be coming into your network. They're still going to be using our incredible products, right? And because they were linked to you in some way, shape, or form, your paycheck has the potential to grow. Average time to get there, I would say, is usually about 6 to 12 months. And then the third level of leadership is regional vice president. So if you're a regional vice president, will you raise your hand, please? Yay! Awesome. So at that level, you, of course, earn the coveted Mercedes-Benz cash bonus. It's $800 a month, and you can do whatever you want with it. So my first car, I paid, I think it was like $500 and something bucks a month, and I took the rest of the money and did whatever I wanted with it, which is awesome. You just have to show proof to Arbonne that you leased or bought the car. It has to be white because it goes with our company motto, pure, safe, beneficial. I love driving a Mercedes. It's a big upgrade from my Pontiac G6. But I've been driving a Mercedes now for 5 years, which is incredible. The average income there is about $5,000 to $10,000 per month, which is awesome. And usually it takes about 1 to 3 years to get there. Again, even if it took you 10 years, would it be worth it to be working part-time to make potentially, let's go in the middle, $7,000 a month and get $800 a month towards the Mercedes? I think it might be, right? I think so. And then the top level of the company is national vice president, and that is myself and my sister, Jessica, which is awesome, you guys. So it's not just like one fairy person somewhere that's a national vice president, right? It's multiple people that hit the top level of this company. Again, it's all about working hard, helping other people, and you will succeed. The average income there is about $22,000 per month and up. Some people make more, a lot more. Some people make less than that. That is just the company average. Usually people are getting there, I would say the average is about 3 to 5 years. And then your Mercedes-Benz cash bonus goes up to $1,000 per month. So Arbonne pays us $12,000 a year to drive a Mercedes. I'm like, I guess I could deal with that, right? It's incredible, you guys. They also give all the national vice presidents a incentive trip. Well, it's really like a leadership meeting in Hawaii. I was like, all right, fine, take me, I'll go, I guess. Last year was my first one. Going back this January for my second one. It was incredible, you guys. 5-star. Arbonne treats you like you are the queen. I'm not even kidding. They call you, they ask you what airline you like, where do you want to sit, do you have a preferred aisle or window seat? I was like, holy heck. And like they pick you up and you get in your room and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I made it. Like, but you haven't until you've helped more people get to the top level of this company. Every level you can earn incentive trips, and I know they're going to be coming out with the next one soon, which is exciting. And plus, this is the perfect time to create a holiday hustle, is what we always like to say, because who likes to go into the holidays, you know, being like, oh my gosh, I hope I can buy these gifts for these people and then have credit card debt in January? Nobody, probably, right? Neither do I. What?
I said, love it. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah, nobody, right? And Arbonne can create that additional income for you right now, so you don't have to be like dying on the inside when it comes to January and those credit card bills roll in. It's very nice to be able to buy everything without that like gut-wrenching feeling inside of you just to put presents out, right? Like I would never want to do that. But it's amazing that Arbonne can provide you with that extra income. So a couple of reasons why you might say no. I will say, okay, well, I think you need to go and rethink this. But the first thing, or fear, I should say, is you don't have enough time. Guess what? Busy people are great at this business. Most people build this business alongside their current profession until one, they can leave because they replace their income, or two, people still do it because they're passionate about it, and the money doesn't matter. And sometimes they cut back at work because they've created an extra income. When I started an area manager and where I was working, I was making a lot of money. I was like, oh, I'm not working 5 days anymore. Put me on 3. Thank you. So it's great because you can decide your schedule then. The next thing is you don't know enough people. I promise you have more than 2 numbers in your cell phone. You probably have a neighbor. You probably have some family members. And you definitely have a social media with friends on there. So you can talk to all those people about Arbonne. Literally, you just have to be living and you can use our products, which is crazy. The next thing is you don't have enough money. You guys, it's $49 usually to sign up, but guess what? You're in the right month because it is free this month with a qualifying order, and really that's just you getting your business tools to get started for success. It's amazing, and who wouldn't want to get started? 1, when it's free, but 2, you're already going to use these products anyway, like I was saying. So I always tell people, worst case scenario, you just get the best discount on the products. Best case scenario, you could change your life and the lives of so many other people. And then the last thing is, what are you getting into? You guys, this is a real business model. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. This business has, Arbonne, like I said, has been around for 40 years. We are not going anywhere. It's legitimate. And you're paid on your performance. You can pass the person that even brings you into this business if you work harder than them. You can get a bigger paycheck than the person that introduces you to Arbonne, right? So it's all up to you. We all have the same exact home office team. We all have the same exact products. We all have literally like the internet system, our websites, everything is the same. There's one variable when you sign up to be an Arbonne consultant, and that's yourself. So for me, I was willing to bet on myself. So I hope that you're willing to bet on you too, because truly, I feel like everybody just deserves to live the life they love every single day of the week. And if you don't, join Arbonne now. I promise you that somebody that you know is going to join Arbonne, and you're going to say, oh my gosh, I should have signed up because then I could have sponsored her. But just saying. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to close with a call to action. There's usually 3 ways that you can get involved with Arbonne, so I'm going to share them with you. The first way is you want to become an Arbonne customer. Great, you're going to get an amazing discount on our products. You can get 20 to 40% off as a preferred client and use them and love them. Awesome. The second way is maybe you want to become a connector. Maybe you're hearing what I just shared with you and you're like, no, somebody kept popping into your brain. She told me how she could use extra money. She told me that she loves using clean and safe products. She told me that she really is dreading the holidays coming because she doesn't have enough money to afford gifts, right? Or whatever it may be. She told me she loves community. She told me that she loves giving back and she wishes that she had that extra. Well, guess what? That's exactly who you should link with the person that brought you here, because I know that they would be forever grateful for that referral, and of course they would hook you up with probably some free products. And then the third way is you can become an independent consultant like I shared with you guys. It's smart. It's $49 free actually this month if you get your proper business tools to get started for success. I promise you, you want to just sign up and get going. What do you have to lose? That's literally what you have to think about is, what do I really have to lose? Nothing. You're going to use incredible products. You're going to create an incredible lifestyle for yourself, and then you're going to go share it with other people. They're going to become Arbonne households. You're going to make an Arbonne paycheck. Win-win, right? So make sure you get back together with the person that brought you here. If you're on Zoom watching, make sure you get together with your guest or your consultant and let them help you get started. Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, my name is Julie Peters and I'm a Regional Vice President. I have the honor of presenting the Shining Star, which is Diana Bollinger, and she is in qualification for Regional Vice President. And I just want to, just real quick before Diana shares just her story briefly and a couple of tips. If you're on Diana's team, because I knew Diana before Arbonne. We were scuba buddies and that's how we met. We were friends. So when I started with Arbonne, she was one of the first people I wanted to share this with. But since then, I know she met Kim and it kind of goes down. But if you're in Diana's success line, Kara. So there's the people in this room, there's a whole lot more, and actually all these people are in one leg, which is crazy. It's like Diana sponsored Kim, who sponsored Stephanie, who sponsored Sarah, who sponsored, and that's the thing. It's incredible how it grows. And there's a whole lot of people that aren't here that are in her organization. So anyway, I just want to present the shining star, which is Diana Bollinger, and we're going to hear from her.
All right, thanks, Julie.
Take it off.
Yes. So I was Julie's very, very first consultant. I was there the night we had a big party, and it wasn't a big party actually. It was just me and Julie and Debbie.
Two others. Big party.
It
was big enough.
It was a long party.
It's a 6-hour party.
And
There was
as far as Julie's sponsor, it was good for her because she got some pretty good orders. But we weren't going to do the business at the time. We just really liked the products, and at that way back, actually, we've been in Arbonne for 14 years. So a long time ago, back then there was no preferred client. So we were going to sign up as a consultant because we wanted the discount. And Kelly said, well, Julie, I'm going to sign you up and I'm going to put them on your deal. She's like, whatever, Kelly, not doing this business. And so here we are. I was interested because my husband had been recently diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And I was doing a bunch of research, asked the doctors, and they said it's likely not genetic. Very few family members. My husband had no history, and the research that I did said that a big theory is that it's environmental. And so I started, cooking organic and changing our diets. But a lot of what I read talked about products and how everything you put on your skin shows up in your bloodstream in 26 seconds. And a lot of you are Arbonne people already, so there's no regulation and there's crap in our products out there. And so I was looking for healthier products. So we went to this party, we drank a bunch of wine, and I'm like, oh, these products are great. I want them all. But so I bought, my daughter was a year old at the time. I bought baby care, I bought men's care, I bought RE9, you name it. At this big box. It was great. And I really wasn't thinking about it. I'm a corporate controller, and I just wasn't even thinking about the business. But actually, Julie called and she's like, "I'll go over to Kelly's and we're going to business, okay?" And I'm like, "Whatever, okay," And so we started, and it was we did pretty well. I ended up working my way up to area at some point, but then we were dealing with Parkinson's at home, and our life at home got pretty rough for a while. Just there's a lot of other things that go on. I had to go back to work. I was working part-time, and I had to go back to work full-time as a controller. I had to step away from my business. I took Julie to Starbucks one day, and I was like, I need to step back. But I never gave up my ID. I was still a product of the product. I still loved Arbonne, and I would never let that go. And so I did. I stepped away for several years and have been working full time. But as you heard, I have this amazing team and all these clients that still loved Arbonne. And this team kept working their businesses, and they're amazing. And about a year ago, my organization kind of shifted, and all of a sudden, I was in qualifications for area. And so I'm like, Dennis, I think I'm going to work this again. And so I became an area and just kind of stepped back into the business. And it took a little while, quite honestly, because the head games, it messes with you. And actually about a year ago, I even got to qualifications for region, but I wasn't ready. I had this one strong leg. And I hadn't been building my business. There wasn't, it wasn't wide enough to really go. And so spent the last year just getting back into it. And I've just been building wider, finding some more people. I've got several different new consultants who I hope a lot of them were online. I have people who are in different cities. One of my best friends from childhood is on my team, Shelly Rollins, who lives out in San Angelo. And so it's just, I've rebuilt my own personal business. And so, so it's exciting. I started a really good month last month and told Julie all month that, okay, I think I can do it this month. But this past week or two has been crazy. My daughter had homecoming. Our corporate year end is September 30th, and I'm a controller. We had inventory. I couldn't go to Impact because everything was this weekend, right? It was just insane. But I'm like, I think I'm going to qualify. I didn't know how I was doing it. But then by Monday morning, we still had 9,000 to do. And I'm getting ready for work because I had to go in because I had to close the year end for my company. And I'm like, well, playing those head games. And, you know, I was just, and then I don't know what happened, but by the time I got in the car, I called Julie and I'm like, I'm going to do this. I don't know how, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do this. And so I did both all day long, and my team was amazing. They were working hard, and I was up till 1 a.m. on Friday or on Monday. I'm still tired. Still year end, and it was down to the wire. But I'm in qualification. I'm so excited, and so I'm going to do everything in my power to finish this month. And so I wanted to give 3 tips. The first one is never quit. All right, even if you have to step away, life does happen here. You know, you don't know what's coming. Sometimes you do have to take a step back for your family or for whatever. But never quit. We have Sibel on our team. She's just been through breast cancer. She's a rock. She has not quit, and she's amazing. Just never quit. Because this company and this culture is just too powerful and too amazing to step away from entirely. And it'll be here. That's the beautiful thing with Arbonne. Even if, you know, I did have people pass me up in that time, but my team's still here. You know? So the second one is build yourself up. Like I said, when I stepped away and then coming back in, I wasn't quite there. I didn't have the confidence. And so in this last year, I've done a lot of self-development, a lot of reading, and a lot of just kind of challenging myself to step out of my box, you know, go live on social media and things like that, you know, aren't my wheelhouse. Katie, she had to leave, but she's amazing to follow on social, and she gives us so many tips and just really leads us. So build yourself up and believe in yourself. And then finally, make the decision. And you hear that all the time. And I've been hearing it for 15 years, but Monday morning I made the decision, and it made a difference, you know. And so you really have to, you know, I've been doing this for so long, and you get to a point where you're like, oh, next month, you know, I'll do it next month. And that's where I was when I was doing my hair Monday morning, and I thought, you know, we need, my daughter's 16 now. I need to get a new car. You know, my husband doesn't know how long his work is going to go on. I need to do this now. And I made the decision, and so it made all the difference on Monday. So I challenge you all to make the decision. There's no time like the present. Don't wait.
Recognition. I'm going to recognize district managers in qualification, but I'm going to do the folks that are in the room: Sharon Sidwell, Kim Graham,
Okay. I don't know if Maria Francis is on Zoom or not, but congratulations, she is in another city. And for the very first time, brand new to the business, we have District Manager in Qualification, Ms. Lisa Duncan. Yay! Oh, no, she doesn't.
Whatever. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. And there's a couple that are on Zoom I do want to recognize just because I know they're on there, but Rachel Valario, Jill Franks, Julie Butler, Melanie Walden, Happy Ulysses, Andy Weathers, Chris is on Diana's team, and I think that's everybody. It's that should be on there. District manager bonus is Sibel and Angela. If you guys and you guys are
Seriously, my dog ate my other flower.
Oh
my god. I was like, where's the green?
for a sunflower.
Yeah, we need a sunflower.
Here's a sunflower.
Oh,
and the
picture.
center.
Totally.
Thank you.
You're like, let's just end it. Hope Julie has a nice flower.
I know. I will
Bring
give
it
this
with
one
you.
up. I never know who's going to actually show. And then Diana for ink qualification. And there's more, but today was like, I owe you a bouquet and alternate things. But anyway, congratulations.
Yes.
Sunflower.
You bet. Right. Awesome. Okay, so district manager and qualification. Everybody have been. Congratulations. And then I have a couple people on Zoom. So Lori, these people are in New Jersey. Lori Diamore, Christina Eat, Jennifer Gio, Kathy Buckley, Woodlands in Florida, Stephanie Messina, and then I have a couple more. Sorry, hold on one second. I just need to look at this message. Okay. In qualification also for district manager, and she earned her consultant cash bonus. So it's so cool, you guys. Arbonne gives $100, $200, $400, $600 in cash bonuses every single month. And that's a lot of money extra to get into your paycheck. So Jamie Spivak, she's in qualification for district manager. She also earned her consultant cash bonus. Kate McCabe, she's in qualification for district manager. Brianna Molson, who's in qual for district. These are all district quals, I'll just say that. Ashley Apolto, Laura Stout, Rihanna Poor, Heather Ferguson, Sandra Scala, Christina Buzzo, and Janelle Moschiella. And then district manager bonus, Kristen, she earned her area and district, and she's a vice president, you guys. So it's so cool when you always look at personal business, your paycheck becomes even better. Kristen Krupa and Amanda Copeland. And then we have over halfway to regional vice president qualification is Jackie Kernel. And I have a direct area manager in qualification, Ryan Buckley Co. And then over halfway to national vice president is Allison Russell. Exciting.
Yay.
I have one.
Who are you?
I'm Daniela.
Okay.
Just
Just a little, yeah. Like, who are you?
this weirdo in the corner. But I have one person in the room with each other on that is that brand new.
Yay! Yeah.
Come on, girls. They're like, no, I'm trying to take the picture. All right, let me get a picture of you guys. Once you're
Cuties.
girls, you can join your mom team.
Cuties.
So beautiful. Oh my God. Hey, congratulations.
You want to do one tip?
She didn't know how she was gonna do it.
Yeah. You ever give a tip?
Yeah, what's your tip?
Prize.
Hey, that's a good one. Just God.
She saw me in the back.
Not till you're in area.
That's
Just kidding.
not true. We'll make you talk.
I'm Jessica Swerzik. Nice to see everyone tonight. So I'm going to do the product training. So if you're a guest here, I think we had a couple guests, right? We do this, the overview of the business. We do recognition, which is one of my favorite parts, but then we give you some kind of nuts and bolts training. So when you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, just go in here. It's really easy. So something that's just new for this month is the clean swap box, right? I always like to say when I'm talking to people, swap where you shop. So Danielle and I got early dibs on it as a national vice president. You know, once you can afford everything, Arbonne just gives you everything early.
I know.
Okay, so it's super cute. And Arbonne, if anyone is signing up new, we're really trying to work on like our packaging, having it feel like excitement. So once you guys all get your clean swap box, which I'm hoping everyone ordered, you want to do an unboxing because we want to like be really big on social media. So it says healthy living inside and out, open joy. You open it up here, talks all about, you guys can all check it out. But inside it says we believe everyone can flourish by being good to themselves, their communities, and the planet. That's really honestly what Arbonne truly is all about. So inside this clean swap box has all of our top 3 nutrition products and our top 3 skincare products. And that's us. Healthy living inside and out, and on the back of this card it tells you everything, little things about what each one does. But what I wanted to give you, because you guys could just read that and you guys probably know about these, is how you're gonna sell this, right? How you're gonna share this. So first, we all have people that do our 30 Day Healthy Living, and we all have our clients that are doing our skincare, right? And I know I have people that order their 30 day every month for me, and I have people that, you know, no matter how hard I've tried, you know, to get them to try nutrition, they're like, I just saw my R9 set. I'm like, right? So this is where I'm going with this. With all of my really loyal RE9 users and all my loyal 30 dayers. So inside the package, you have vanilla protein, pomegranate fizz, digestion plus, RE9 cleanser, RE9 serum, and RE9 night cream. If you were to buy all of that stuff outside just retail, it'd be a $382 value. The price that Arbonne made it is $265, okay? And then obviously we get our discounts on top of that. So a preferred client only pays $212 for all 6 of those. And an independent consultant, we pay $172.25, okay? So what you wanna do is you don't want anyone replacing their 30 day or their RE9 ASVP. You want them adding this on top of it. And my take on it is I'm all about sharing the love, right? I'm going to go with the PC price, obviously, if they're a loyal PC price, but if someone's like, I just can't really pay that extra money, you know, between $212 and the $170, $225, you want to show the value, but I'm happy to give someone and let them get it for $170, $225, especially if you're in management, you're going to get your override. If you're trying to become a manager, you're going to, you know, I'm not always about like, because I say, not giving away your discount, you're giving away your commission. But to me, to get these products in people's hands, you know, basically without begging them to use the nutrition, because we all know once they use it, they're going to love it, right? So, but let me show you how you can really paint the value so hopefully you don't have to do that. So if you were to buy your vanilla protein, the Fizz Digestion Plus, you would pay $185, okay, for those 3 products if you were to buy those as a preferred client. I'm sorry, if you were to buy those standard retail price. As a preferred client, you pay $148 for those 3 products. The Clean Swap box is only $212, right? So they're gonna get those top 3 skincare products, night cream, serum, and cleanser, for only $64. That's it. So that's how you paint this is a great deal for you, right? $64, that's it. So it's a total of the $212. The other thing, but it's $265. So if they're a new PC, not only are they gonna sign for free, they're gonna get another free gift. I would suggest adding on the body cleanse for them because it's a great way for them to get a great 30 day healthy living experience. Or if you know that they are really strong into nutrition already and they've already tried the cleanse, get them on the Genius Pads. That would be my swap for that one. So, and then people are like, well, what do I want to order my 30 day and why do I need to order? So, you know, I don't need to order all that stuff. No, of course, come on. You're doing the 30 day, you need your 2 shakes a day, you're gonna make protein bars, right? Everybody runs out of that. Who doesn't need more fizz sticks, let's be honest. And Digestion Plus, you know, I would tell them, you know what, up your Digestion Plus to 2 a day. See how you feel, see how your immune system is. We're going into cold and flu season. Now is the time to get yourself really amped up on that. Show them how to do the green shot in the morning and then still add their Digestion Plus to their shake. So it's a way where it's not like I'm not gonna buy this anymore, this is just an extra. And it's only for this month, okay? So say you have a preferred client that really loves the RE9, right? And you really want them to get on the nutrition. So if they were to buy the cleanser, the serum, and the night cream, the standard retail price of that is $197. A preferred client would normally pay $157.60 for those 3 products. So they're gonna get the 3 top nutrition products for only $54.40. Come on, that's ridiculous, right?
How much is that?
So the PC for cleanser, serum, and night cream would normally pay $157.60. They're gonna get those 3 nutrition products for only $54.40.
That's crazy.
That's such a good deal to get those 3 nutrition products, right? They can't even get a bag of protein for that, seriously. So that's really where this box comes in. So this is not replacing anything. I saw someone like, if you're signing up a new PC, I think that this is great. I think this is a great starter set. It's $265, they'll get free sign up, they'll get extra free gift. It's awesome to get them experiencing both. But this is not independent. There's someone's like, you just signed up a consultant with 2 of these and then they're getting, you know, then it's over 500 QB and they get, you know, a free sign up. No, this is not how you start anyone's business. This is something you can add on. No one can ever start a business with half of our RE9 and half of our nutrition. That's just ridiculous, right? So definitely, they had that on the source. I was like, oh my God, get that off. That's terrible. Please, I don't know how to do that. Okay, this is a great addition, and I would say, hey, you know, maybe instead of adding on you know, I get this month, if you're starting your business, you get your nutrition, you get your skincare, get this, you have extra fizzies to give out, extra, you know, you already have almost a whole extra RE9 set. That's kind of my take on it. So
Yeah, you get does day cream still come as a free gift?
No, but the eye cream does. It's
Eye cream, yeah,
essentially
right.
all you're missing is a cleanser and a day cream.
right?
It's crazy.
No, cleanser.
Oh, then all you're missing
Toner,
is
which is
a
like
toner,
$2.
which is like
Yeah.
$30. It's crazy.
So you could just add up.
Yeah.
So I think that this is such a great reach out. So my suggestion would be to contact every single one of your preferred clients, tell them about this box. Anyone that used RE9, say, look, I'm willing to give you, you know, basically beg, borrow, and steal to get all these products, because we all know that people are going to love them, right? It's just getting people that are really into skincare into nutrition, getting people that are into our nutrition into our skincare. And I'm telling you, once you do that, it's, you know, then that's where they're gonna start talking to people about it, and that's where you have your next business builder. I just think that that's so important. I love that. This is just for this month. We of course asked them, we're like, oh, are you gonna keep this around? They're like, it's only planned for October. So we'll see what happens. But reach out to every single one of your preferred clients and get them on this. And it's just super cute and fun, and I think everybody that's a consultant needs this too. So thank you guys.
Good job.
Yeah, so if you have an existing PC,
Uh-huh.
and they wanna upgrade,
Yep.
and so this month,
Yep.
will that
It's
$20 get waived?
With a 500.
QV order. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It always has to be 500 QV order or a 150 order as a preferred client. So if this is over 150, is the free sign up for preferred clients to do this. And just
Upgrade, it's still 500.
QV to get it waived. Otherwise, they have to pay 20.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, Arbonne is really playing with this to see, because when we went to dinner with Sean D, he's like, what are you going to, we're like, when are you going to sign up people when they buy SVPs? And, you know, he's like, well, we need to really see. So that's why they keep kind of, the last time they did this was last year at this time. So I think that the more that we show, like, there's really value in that, and really $49 or $29 shouldn't really be making or breaking anybody's decision. But sometimes it does. You know, people are going to get anything for free. They love it. So
I think it's like free shipping. It's just,
Yeah.
it's something mental. Even
Yeah.
though our shipping is now
Even though
down to
it's
$7.95, it's like, dude, but it's free shipping.
Yeah.
So
I just tell everyone they get free shipping. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know if you get that money back, honestly.
well,
But for the most part, you end up everybody
Yeah.
gets, add that. And that's why it's so important to me through customer service and understanding the value in our products. It's really, really important. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
who are you?
I am Jessica Musselman, and I'm excited to be here with you tonight. A little background, because I see a lot of faces, a couple faces I'm not familiar with. I have been a product user in Arbonne for, what do you say, 14 years? Is how long y'all been? So 14 years. This is my mother, Julie. And so she introduced me to the business. And my husband is the one, I'm going to tell you about that in a little bit more about it. He's the one who suggested I take a serious look at this about 6 years ago and start this as a business. Normally, I think, normally there's some guys in the room tonight, we're all chickadees, but most of the time, the wife, I feel like, is doing the convincing to the husband. So I just think it's pretty cool that George, my husband's a financial advisor, he looked at the comp plan and he said, this makes sense. So I left my career in television. I was in TV news as a producer and a traffic reporter. And now I live my life by design, which is way more fun than being stressful and sad all the time, because the news is sad. Arbonne is happy, it's way better. So tonight, so a lot of us, who was at Impact this past weekend? Okay, so a lot of us were at Impact. Some of us were very missed at Impact, I know. It was sold out, it was awesome. It will be on the store soon. But what I'm gonna do tonight is just kind of review a couple of like those really, I titled it. Pay attention to me.
Yeah.
No, but really, pay attention.
She pays attention.
No, so I thoughtfully named this training "Impactful Moments from Impact."
That's so
I hope
good.
you all write that in your notebook.
You know I will.
Write to to be successful in Arbonne.
Wow.
Witty person. Okay, so this is all over the place. I'm not going to give credit to anyone because I was literally just like taking through my notes and like really things that kind of sat well together. Because in Arbonne, it's not rocket science. A lot of the things are common threads, but everybody's trying. You're like, oh, she said that. She said that with a different word. Oh, she said that in 2 sentences, not one. You know, it's all the same thing. Once you get going, all you need to do is just follow the leader do what's been done and just don't ever quit. So we'll get there. I'm jumping ahead of myself. So that is why I'm not getting credit to anyone, because it's just kind of all jumbled from this weekend at Impact. So one of my most favorite things I heard was from Cecilia, so I'll give credit to her, was you don't need to start with confidence, but you do need courage. Okay, so sometimes your phone, if you're like scared to talk to someone or scared to reach out, your phone can sometimes feel like it's 30 pounds, right? I have literally, you guys, vulnerable moment, I've literally like been in a room where I'm like, well, even on Monday, like Shannon and I, or whatever day, we're sitting together and Shannon had someone to talk to and she was like, just type it for me and press send. I mean, I have been there, right? Like sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna type the same message, but sometimes I just need, you can borrow my courage. I can press in for you. It's okay, you know, but like you don't need that confidence, because that's what your community in Arbonne is here for, is to help you with your verbiage, help you with your wording, help you with how you look cute in your fizzy picture. Like we can help you with that, right? And we can be here to help you push send. But that courage inside, you know, to wake up and decide like I'm gonna make the decision and do Arbonne today. It's just that courage, your confidence will come. And until your confidence is there, we are here for you. Personal growth will give you strength on your journey. I think this is very valuable, because a lot of people are just like, oh, I just like drink fizzies and make a bunch of money. No, you have to work on yourself and work on your growth, because sometimes I think one of the things I love to hear in Arbonne, but I also hate it at the same time, is like when you're explaining to someone how no's will happen, right? People are going to say no, thank you. People aren't going to answer, that sort of thing. And I've heard the analogy many times, which I love, like the guy, which is ironic too, the guy at McDonald's doesn't cry every time that he says, would you like to supersize that? And you say, no, thank you. And he's like, oh my God, she doesn't want more fries. It's the end of the world. What am I going to do? Because he knows there's another car behind you, right? I also hate that though, because he's not as attached to his business, right, as you are to yours. So sometimes your no's definitely hurt, right, until you have that confidence. Sometimes they do hurt. That's why personal development and personal growth is so important as you begin this Arbonne career, right? That's what it is to me. Sometimes it's a hobby, which is totally fine. Arbonne will meet you where you're at. To me, it is a career, and it's a life preserver for my family, right? Decide what you want, believe it, and where do you want to end up? So sometimes, especially for us like Arbonne lifers who've been here a little while, sit down and reevaluate where you're at. Think about your why. It's probably not the same why. Like when I started my business 6 years ago, Calvin and Kennedy, my little munchkins didn't exist. I was newly married. I was living in a totally different city. I didn't know really any of my team. I knew very few people that were on my team. I've been introduced to them through this business, which is incredible. Like I didn't have best friends before that I have now because of Arbonne, which is a really cool side effect to this industry, this business. But decide what you want and really believe in it. And then, you know, really see crystal clear, like you need that vision, like where do you want to go? Where do you want to end up in this business? I love another kind of the credit to Cecilia, I guess. If you don't know her story with the $200 phone bill, you can like Google it probably, or someone can tell you another time because they only have 10 minutes. It's a wonderful, basically in a nutshell, someone anonymously paid a $200 phone bill for her, which she didn't have the income. Cecilia is our top income earner in Arbonne, so it's hard to even fathom her not having that $200, but everyone starts somewhere in Arbonne. And we all start for our own reasons. And for her, she needed she had a $200 phone bill to her family that she missed desperately, and someone anonymously paid it. That's not the nugget that I took. What I took is it planted a seed in her to be a person who gives. Because when she received that, she said, oh my gosh, I want to be able to leave $200 for someone without my name attached. I see this waitress being amazing at the restaurant, and I would love to leave her 50 instead of 5, right? Can you do that right now? You might be able to, which is freaking cool, but like you would do more of it with Arbonne, you know? So I loved that it planted a seed in her to be a person who gives. Learn that about, just learn and understand delayed gratification. So attach yourself to the activity, not the outcome. So if you pick up the phone and send that text message, awesome for you, or you pick up your phone and ask someone to host for you, or whatever it is you're doing, and they say no, don't get discouraged by the outcome. You did the activity. You did what you were supposed to do. You are sharing Arbonne. You are doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So delayed gratification, because sometimes you're gonna experience no's before you get to all of those rock star yeses, right? I also loved this because I've definitely done this in my 6 years in Arbonne. Don't fall in love with people's potential. Pay attention to what they do, not what they say. Because so many times I've had someone be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be your ace, I'm ready, let's go, let's do this, blah, 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 blah. And then they like sit at home and like don't respond to my messages. And I'm like feeling like a stalker over here. Cause I'm like, how you doing? Are you alive? Are you in a ditch? Just send me a smoke signal. Are you okay? You know? And so if I, I can't attach myself to what they said they wanted to do, right? I have to attach myself to actually their actions, what they're doing. And that's when I'm like, oh, okay, there's something here. It's even better if they have both, right? If they talk the talk and walk the walk, that's double whammy. We like that. On a client side, ask permission to follow up. Don't give up until, right? Because weird, so many people be like, my crazy sponsor followed up with me 8 times. Like sometimes I look, which gives me that courage. You need sometimes like looking through my messages. Like there's this cute little girl, one day we'll look back on this video and this chickadee Angie will be on my team. Cause like I was texting her on Monday when we were together and I was like, man, I feel like a stalker. Like, I'm like, hey girl, how are your samples doing? Hey girl, how's your health journey? Hey girl, hey, I need that smoke signal now, like nothing. One day, and I think I'm on like time 5 with her. So I'm like 8. Just gotta get to 8. Not be really creepy. Like at some point she's gonna respond. Who knows? So just like don't give up. Or if someone is like, this business is not for me right now, be like, that's okay. Can I call you in 6 months and see if anything's changed? Most people are gonna be like, sure, whatever, because they don't think you're gonna call. So remember to follow up and don't give up because you don't know what's gonna change in their life. And it just might be the right time. Your call might be that Godsidence they've been looking for. Sustainability in your business comes through consistent daily activity. So those daily methods for success sheets, I love those. I've been living by them because it helps me get on track. It's not overwhelming. It's very simple. I like to check the boxes. It's a very simple list that I need to accomplish today, and then I've done what I need to do for my business, and I can go be with my family or go whatever I'm doing that day. I don't know. All the things I do, whatever I do, easy, but it's every single day, do that checklist and move on, right? And you're going to grow your business. And if you desperately need to get bigger faster, do it twice, do 2 of those lists, do 3 of those lists. It's okay. There's not a limit on what you can and can't do in Arbonne. It's just doing it all the time. Do more closer together. That's one of my favorite things that I heard at Impact too, because we've all done a skincare night, right? We've all texted someone and asked them. We've all posted a before and after healthy living picture, right? Have you done enough of those things closer together to make an impact on your business? So do more closer together. I also like that Peyton said in person or virtual, she uses the exact same materials, right? You take is Arbonne for you front and back document? It's one document. I jokingly say all the time, I said this in news a lot, a monkey could read the sheet, right? I always was like, producing sucks, a monkey could do it, okay? Well, you know what? Arbonne's awesome because a monkey could do it. It's easy. Read the sheet, you're done, right? If anyone can do it, if you can read, you can do Arbonne. So use the same materials all the time so it's not confusing. Anybody can do it, right? Focus on 40 actual back and forth conversations in a month. Yes, keep track of like, okay, I messaged somebody today, but if they didn't respond, they don't count as one of your 40 faces. Does that make sense? Like you want to keep track, like this Angie chick, right? That not everyone, one day she's going to be like, you talked about me that much in front of me? Yeah, Angie, because I want you on my team. We're claiming it. But like keep track. She is not responding to me right now. Okay, so she's not on my 40 faces, right? But once she does respond, now we're in a conversation. So that is one of the 40 people that I am going to speak to this month about Arbonne. Say yes to social events. Be a yes person. I know sometimes it's like way easier to be like, oh no, I can't go to your 3rd birthday party this weekend because I'm, going to be on the couch or whatever, because I'm really tired from the week. But it's important. Like I have a toddler and this boy is so social. It's ridiculous. I have birthday parties for this kid like almost every weekend. It's insane. And for example, but George has to take them a lot because I'm like doing our fun events. I'm like, okay, make a connection for me, bye. Don't let him eat the cupcakes. We don't do a lot of like sugar and dairy in our house. Like, don't let him have the sugar. And George is always a side note, footnote, like train your husbands well because I didn't train George well. And he had to be like, why are you serving pizza and like crap snacks at this birthday party? I was like, you said that. I was like, Thomas, I can't be invited anywhere anymore. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. So make sure he has like a little fact if you're sending him out into the field by himself, like because I was like, I can't be sitting there too. My friend Katie, like she exists. I know exactly the birthday party. Like, oh, it's so embarrassing. But we haven't hung out since. No, that's okay.
She joined tonight.
But anyway, say yes to those like, oh my gosh, Chuck E. Cheese. All right, here we go. Say yes and talk to the moms, talk to the dads, talk to people. Don't sit and be like, can you get out of the ball pit? Let's go. You know, like you're there, so make the most of it, right? And keep it simple. No one needs to be perfect. You don't need to say the perfect thing. You don't need to say the perfect thing. It's okay. You are just out there. You're human, and it's good. Like if I wasn't reading these notes, if I was just like magically had them memorized, I would probably be like maybe intimidating, or maybe like, well, I can't memorize trainings. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that either. I want to read it off my notes because my printer didn't work, so I have my phone up here, right? But that's okay. I saved a treat. So keep it simple. No need to be perfect. Why are you supposed to be in Arbonne will show itself the longer you stay. I really like that too, because not always, because you'll hear over and over these MVPs, like even Jeff and Daniel will talk about Guatemala and all these things. When they started their business, y'all didn't know about that. That was not something that was on your heart, right? The more you're in Arbonne, like as you're gaining that extra, because like who really, let's be honest, needs $22,000 a month? I mean, I need it, right? We all need it. We don't really need it to like function, right? You need air, you need water, you need a roof over your head. You know, when you have that extra, you're gonna want to give it to. You're gonna probably, I'd like to say, probably want to help somebody, right? So the longer you're in Arbonne, that desire, that need, I think will just show itself to you, which is really cool. That's another reason to just like stay the course and hold on tight. Stay on focus. I really liked that. And then work hard, don't quit. That was said a lot this weekend. And that's where I was going to end my training. It's probably been about 10 minutes. But then, as I was writing it today, I get a voice text, you guys. This is total honesty moment. I get a voice text from a girl in another company who very well knows what I do with Arbonne, how long I've been in Arbonne, how much I love Arbonne, that I have a team with Arbonne. Okay? She's very aware because her company's similar. And we've gone back and forth about like, oh, I do this kind of thing, I do that kind of thing. She always initiates, so I knew she had an agenda, right? Just waiting for the shoe to drop, right? Today it dropped. She asked me to take a look at her business, despite the fact that I was in an industry. And she says, oh, it's so rude. It's fine. I was like, okay, God, how do I respond? Like, I want to be like, you are so dumb, but that's really mean, and that doesn't show my character. So it doesn't show the character I want to be shown, right? So I was like, I need to respond to her in a way that is like not, I don't want her to do this to other people, right? Other people in other industries, and I just don't think it's nice. I think it causes, yeah, that too, unethical, illegal, according to all that. But I think more importantly, like anyone who is a little bit shaky in their belief, I just like, without even the shadow of a doubt, like she said all the right things. If we had 4 extra minutes, I'd play you all her messages, right? Because it's on Facebook, so they stay. Like, she said all the right things. I used to be with another company. I tried, and then I looked at this comp plan and all the things, right? To entice her. Yeah, no, you should. Should I be like, no, my mom would ground me, so I can't leave Arbonne. But she was saying all those things that if I was someone with an uncertain belief in my company, I could have, based on what she said, potentially been like, you know what, I will look because of X, Y, or Z, right? If I was someone unshakable. So I encourage you tonight to look at your belief. Look at your 21 reasons why and make sure that it is not the product, it is not the company, it's not the industry, it's not yourself. You have to have solid belief because we're worth believing in, you guys. And so ending it with something from Impact, Lisa Dooley talked about the book she was reading, and in the book she quoted burn the boats, right? So there's this big thing like burn the boats, like Cortez came over here and there was like, we're gonna fight these people, we're just fighting some history man, I should remember, it's fine. It came over, and he said, burn the boats, we're either taking this or we're not, and we're dying, we're not going back, right? Burn the boats. When I first started my Arbonne business, and George and I were sitting down and he was looking at it, he was like, Arbonne is our option, we're burning the ships and we're not going back. So we have an unshakable belief in our house that Arbonne is the answer. So I hope that your belief is that strong too. And if it's not, sit down with me, sit down with somebody, and we will help you get there because it's worth it. And nobody should be able to send you a voice message and ever even sway that belief. That's all I have for you.
Good.
What was she
I was like, I responded right. Well, I gave myself about 10 minutes. And I said, in Arbonne, and I said, hello, how are you? Thank you for your message. In Arbonne, we often tell people, hold on, what did I say? In Arbonne, I often tell people that you don't have to share your opportunity with everyone. So I do take it as a compliment that you wanted to share your business with me. However, and then I was very with my I've been in business 6 years. I have a team. I have this, and they're counting on me. And I've made a decision to always be with my company, so I have to respectfully decline your offer.
Very
Good for
nice.
you.
And then she
And you
saw
should
it and
go
didn't
look in the mirror.
respond. So I hope she's like at home shaming herself.
She probably wants to.
That's right. I mean, it's fine. It's her choice.
Okay,
Good
well,
job. Good try. Thank you.
All right, guys. So I listened to a podcast a couple of days ago by Ed Milet. You guys have listened to any of his podcasts, but he was interviewing Chris and Heidi Powell, and I guess that they hosted some weight loss show that I don't watch TV very much. So, but anyway, it doesn't matter. There are a few key points that it was just kind of like a gut punch to me, so I wanted to share about it. So, and it was all about, well, it was actually labeled build self-confidence and self-belief, but what I took away was integrity. And so, because they said this question, or they made this statement, and I was like, you are where you are because you don't have integrity. And I was like, ouch. So I've been in Arbonne, this is wrapping up my 15th year, and I was like, oh my gosh, from the beginning I've said that I am going to be a national vice president, and I am not yet, and not because I have not honored my word to myself, basically. And so integrity is doing what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it, when no one else is watching. Period. End of sentence. And if they, like how many times have we said, on Monday I'm starting a diet. This is my year. 2018, 2019, this is my year that I am going to pay off my debts. This is the year that I'm going to lose the extra 20. This is my year that I'm going to go region, nation, executive nation, 4 wide, 10 wide, whatever it is. How many times do we say those things and we even out loud to other people, but also then to ourselves? So, and they talked about a lot of times we'll start, we tell other people that we are going to, this is what we're doing, this is my goal, I'm losing weight, I am paying off debt, I'm doing all these, say them out loud, and then somebody sees you eating pizza on date night, or having a glass of wine when you're doing the 30-day and you're out and about, and it's, and so then you start not verbalizing, you don't say it out loud, then you just like quiet commitments inside of yourself. But every time that you make those commitments and you don't follow through, you are killing your personal belief in yourself. You doubt. Even when you say it, you don't believe it yourself. The moment it comes out of your mouth or you get in your head, you start not believing that you're going to be able to do what you say that you're going to do. So where's the hope in that, guys? So how do you break the pattern? You have to establish where you are. You have to recognize how you got to where you are, and just take note, right? But then they talk about a power promise, and I thought that this was just brilliant. So then they're talking to these people that are like 300, 400, 500 pounds overweight, and they're saying we don't see 300 pounds. You see 300 broken promises.
Sorry, just downloaded my podcast over.
That is his intro. It's so good. He is really, really good.
What's his name? What's the name again?
Ed Milet.
M-Y-L-E.
Power promise.
Power promise.
We don't see,
Promise.
yeah.
We don't see, because I think it was those all weight loss shows, like we don't see 300 extra pounds on somebody, we see 300 broken promises. And it's broken promises to yourself, and it starts with one, and it goes on from there. And so what a power promise is it's something that you know absolutely without a shadow of a doubt that you can do it every single day for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is, and you do it. So they said something as simple as brushing your teeth. Like, I'm going to brush my teeth. I was like, I thought, what's that?
I hope so.
Yeah. Or I'm going to eat an apple a day something that you know, like, I can do this without fail. And in your business, I can ask one single person every single day. I can do whatever thing. And when you do that thing and you master that one thing, then you gain a little bit momentum. They call it integrity momentum. And then you're able to make another promise to yourself that you can, like, oh, if I could do this one thing, what else can I do? And then you do, and then you just keep building from there. And you regain that belief in yourself that you have to discover that you're worth it again, and that you are capable. And making those promises to yourself and building that momentum is a great way to recognize your worth and then keep that belief. And so then, just one other thing, honoring your word to yourself, then, spoken or silent. You follow through, and every time you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you lose belief in yourself and you fail further and further into a rut. But then, just like I was saying, then the opposite is true. So this is a super short training, like I'm basically done. But I thought I would love for you guys to even just, like, right now, write down, like, what is a power promise that you can make, and a list, options, things that you can decide on, because here's so many things when we don't put them into action. Like, knowledge is power if it's put into action. So make a power promise, keep it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Do your pages, the daily, I call it the daily method of operation, but I know it's not called that. Success.
Same difference.
Whatever.
Just do it, doesn't matter
Just
what we
do
call
it.
It's all good.
So make those power promises and
Quick side note, Jill Bush was a speaker, the keynote in Green Bay, and she is Ed Milet's neighbor. And in Laguna, they're beach neighbors, but she talked about a book by him. It's called #Max Out Your Life. And it's really good. Teeny tiny book, easy read. The side note kind of on it, or on the book, it says strategies for becoming an elite performer. So it's really good. She
Max out your
Max
life.
Out Your Life.
Everybody calls us communities, and that's how
Yeah.
people, like, he was a professional athlete, and then started coaching professional athletes because they would be done and they would know.
She said he's amazing, and that was what she referenced. So it's really cool that you got that. Neighbors. Tells you where she lives. Just saying. It's all good.
You'll pay it? What, did you get a ticket?
Yes.
Okay, she got
ticket. I'm like,
Okay, but you got, the very first meeting,
I only gave her one, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. No, I was just making sure I knew. Okay, hey guys, this is the last thing we're doing. Anybody who is here for the first time, did you get a ticket? And everyone who is here with a guest, did you get a ticket? Okay, very good. All right, so we have this awesome book, jumping book, right? It's in the products. It's not really a jumping book.
I forgot
I dropped the book. Does the shoe fit? It's great. The Let It Set refinishing spray is my favorite thing. And then this is our Pure Vibrance texturizing mousse, which is also awesome. Okay, so the first ticket is come up, finger thing, and then whatever up to the next. Okay, 3351482. Yay! I wonder what you're getting.
I don't know.
Yeah. See, it's supposed to be easy. Okay, 355. No. 3351486. Yay!
Wow.
Book or mousse for you.
Booker Moose.
And then the last thing is 3351487. All right.
Wow.
The shoe fits, girl. All right, and then I just have a couple announcements real quickly before we go. Obviously, it's super important. Becoming a preferred client this month is free with a $150 qualifying order, retail order, and then of course the consultant is free with a 500 QV order, which is basically what you need to get your business launched. Anyways, it was awesome. And then those things, of course, are going to come with free shipping, and then talk about that in more details. Okay, BTC. Sign up, okay? It's our global training conference in Las Vegas. You must be there. It's the best couple days of your life ever. That is November. That sign up is launching November 1st. What is happening? It is so loud right now.
Because somebody left and left the
I hope he didn't hear me.
I hope he did. Sorry,
You
I
roll
mean,
your back, you too loud. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You did that
Leah,
last
I'm a
one,
little
too.
sassy today. I apologize. Okay. GTC, so sign up is gonna begin November 1st with early bird. Early bird is over November 15th. So like, make a decision and sign up and get that special pricing because you have from now until April to figure it out. You room with people, so it's cheap. You fly, you know, you find a good deal, all that stuff. It is so valuable. Yes.
They're
You have to
gonna
wait.
release the room lock then.
Yeah.
Because if you call right now, they're
It's
telling
sold
everyone
out.
it's sold out.
Right.
And then Arbonne, because Arbonne has a lock. So
But we'll
on
have-
November 1st, I will call.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
What does GTC basically?
April 16 to 18.
People with a phone calendar.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I don't even have my bag is packed up.
Yes, so April, it's worth it. If you've never been, I really encourage you to consider going. Okay, there's
And
a,
it's our 40th anniversary. It's
oh,
gonna
it's
be
gonna be so big and fun.
huge.
There's gonna be a lot of
Big.
sparkly confetti, I think.
big.
Isn't it?
You're
It's gonna be
attracting
all
it.
the things. It's gonna be so good. Okay, and then on November 2nd, here in the good old H-Town, by here I mean, what is it, Sugarland or Fairland? Which land?
It's
Big city.
close. League land.
Close to those lands.
I don't know.
Okay, over there's a car celebration for
Not a
some new chick, I guess, who's just new to Houston because nobody knows her, right? Right? So
Direct to Annie
under
Graff.
Annie Graff, who follow her on Instagram. She likes Instagram, so you can follow her. I'm assuming this is gonna be like a fun car celebration. Like my guess is they're gonna like it's more gonna be like a car party than like a car like presentation. You know, so it'll be really fun. So if you know really fun people that is that the guys like this is the vacuum and the thunder is disrespectful.
Where's their
Okay,
attention?
but my assumption is like it's that like sometimes car parties are like on Thursday. I'm thinking this one's gonna be like a car party. It's gonna be like really fun. That's why I'm pretty. So I
Oh,
can go,
because you're
but
gonna be having fun.
it works best. So November 2nd, tickets are available
Now.
It's
2 to 6.
2 to 6.
2 to 6. I'm going. I bought tickets. November 2.
So it's very fun. It's worth the ride. Anytime there's a car celebration in your area, go bring a friend because there is nothing that makes business more than someone getting handed the keys from Mercedes and to work. It's amazing. Oh, yes, free sister, yes. Okay, and then last thing. Yes, Annie's military. Yeah, and she's the nation.
Yes.
Okay,
You say
so
her
we
name,
gotta get
Thunder
home.
rolls.
So the next meeting is November 7th. Be safe. See you later. Good night, everybody.
Yes, and we didn't start close. No, we didn't. We gotta get a move on.